client brief was very simple. He wanted to do something which was unique in its own way. He wanted to do something which has not been done and attempted in the near vicinity and in their industry. Client brief was very simple. He wanted to do something which was unique in its own way. He wanted to do something which has not been done and attempted in the near vicinity and in their industry. So this is a quartz manufacturing plant. So I'm grateful to Universal Quartz team for allowing us to take the liberty of designing it the way it has come out. And so their brief, as I said, was simple, that we should do something which is out of the ordinary and which should stand out, which should withstand the test of time and should stand out on its own. When we started looking at the material options, that is when we realized that your product, the Aludecor product, is something that we can zero in on. Hence it was specified. So it does multifaceted things where it is located. It's a pause area. That is where people are supposed to stop for a moment. The guard is supposed to check. Plus, this also gives an intrigue value to the visitor, what lies ahead of him. He sees a massive building complex, so he doesn't know what is a first-time visitor doesn't know what is in store with him. So of course that louvered also gives us ventilation advantages, it gives us a design aesthetic addition, and it also creates some kind of an intrigue value for the first time visitor. We did multiple iterations of that, but then what you see is what we zeroed in on. So the client also had a role to play. We went back and forth with him. But then some ideologies were derived from their logo, which had some curvilinear things to itself. Then we thought, then when somebody is passing by in front of the factory, and it's a very long facade, it would create that sense of interest, and that is how what you see today has been okayed. The reason we selected ACP was more than one. A, because of the longevity. B, because of the colors that we were getting, plus it had that anti-fade value to it, and because of this, the fact that it can withstand the test of time. So this is what made us select ACP as a product. And glass was taken to give the expanse, to add more gloss to the building.
Just at the bottom, the cornices, we found out you have used timber plates.
That was just to break the overall monotony of the subject. It is now, as I said, the project it's a work in progress. So that you would see more in the landscape area and the other avenues and portico that we will be developing around it. So that is bound to happen. Yes, but there'll be a very small semblance, a very small message, subtle one. Yes. Overall, when the campus is looked at in toto, so there are certain areas where the basic local vernacular has also been factored. It is both in terms of design and material application. For example, local stones have been used. Marbles have been used and they have been applied both in flooring and cladding, and the way they have been put. So that has been done keeping in mind the local wind movement, the temperatures, the material acceptability, and overall vernacular of the place. There are certain openings to mitigate that wind pressure. In my opinion, I'm sure it gives them a sense of pride that they're working in a building which has been designed the way it is designed, and plus it does give them a boast value. I would also say that. The building has got two sides to it. There are two roads to it. We are blessed with two side roads. So obviously the front facade is where the visitor is supposed to enter. There will be landscape. But we have also kept in mind that the side facade, where the side road is there also where the labor entrances, they've also been designed keeping in mind that they get the same sense of welcoming feeling that anyone else or any other visitor would do.
There are two gates here.
There are two gates here. It's a corner plot. The side road is smaller one, but it functions.